In this video we're going to take a look at followers and following. As you may have noticed in Twitter, there's two different sides to the coin when it comes to followers. There's the people who are following you and the people you are following. And as I mentioned, they're given two different words. Followers are the people following you, and following are the people you are following. So if you look up on the top left here, we have a place where you can see all of these statistics related to your account. You have the people that I'm following and the people who are my followers or following me. What this means in Twitter is that if you're interested in the tweets that somebody is sending, you should follow them. When you follow that person in your Twitter timeline, which is shown here in the main column under tweets, I will see whenever that person sends out a tweet. They're tweeting to the world, and I'm specifically tuned in as a follower of theirs to listen to those tweets. So that's why you want to follow somebody, to hear what they have to say. Of course, somebody can send you a direct tweet with a reply or something similar, and you don't have to be following that person, but if they have interesting things to say, you should be following them. And similarly, you can look at the people who are following you. Obviously, they're listening to what you have to say, so that may be interesting to you. They may be people that you want to follow back, and that's quite a popular thing on Twitter. When you follow somebody, typically out of some kind of etiquette, they will follow you back. It doesn't happen all the time, but it's a general rule in Twitter. People often follow back, unlike on places like Facebook or Google Plus or similar places. People don't necessarily follow you back. So how do you go about finding new followers on Twitter? Well, there's a number of ways you can do that. You can look on the Who to Follow section on the left here, where there's some suggestions based on an algorithm from Twitter, and you can just click these follow links here. You can also go to the View All, and that will show you all of their suggestions, and they're now appearing in the main section here, and you can easily follow with the follow buttons such as these. So a social media person here, Diana, it's quite interesting for me. I will follow her, and then it becomes blue with following, and that will then add to my statistics, which we were looking at before. I'll get one extra follower in there. So you can scroll through all of these suggestions and see if there's people that are interesting to you from their biography and perhaps where they're living. You can click on their profile, get some more detailed information, how many followers they have following, kinds of tweets they're sending out, their main website, and so forth, if you want to do that. Another way you can find followers is through the Find Friends tab, which then lets you type in things from your email addresses, and you can then log into your emails and then get a list of people who are connected on Twitter via their email addresses, because you do give your email address to Twitter so they know who you are. You can also invite friends from their email addresses down here if you wish. If you want a specific friend to join you on Twitter, you can look at popular accounts by category and so forth. This is some of the things you have to do when you create your account on Twitter, is follow at least 5 people from these different areas. So these are quite a number of basic ways you can find people on Twitter. If you want to get more specific and find people based on your interests, for example, like social media for me, I can type in either the hashtag or just the word, and it'll start to give suggestions and tweets that have been going on, and then I might want to follow these people because they've been tweeting on the topic. So then you can't follow them from here, only these suggested ones at the top. You actually have to click on their profile and then follow them from the following button from here. You could also do that with hashtags. As you can see here, we've also got the hashtag, which is more specific, and we'll go into that in another video. People who've used the hashtag, not just the word in their sentence, and you can follow these people specifically. And you can use the search for many other things like that. You can type in multiple words, locations. You can use Twitter Advanced Search, which is another topic I do in my other course, using Twitter like a pro. There's a whole number of ideas you can use there. And then, as we were before, in the Discover tab, you can look at trends and then find people who are tweeting based on trends. There's a whole number of ways you can do that. You can also go to people's websites. People typically will have their Twitter icon somewhere on the side or the top of their website, and if there's a bunch of social media icons there, not the ones you use to actually share their blog post, but the one near their profile. You can also click that and it should take you directly to their Twitter profile, where you can then follow that person from their blog. So there's a few quick ideas on following and followers and what all of that is about, so that when you're hearing that on Twitter, you'll understand what it means to have followers and to follow somebody.